Peace and blessings, family. Peace and blessings. This is your brother Sean Ali here at Supreme Health and Fitness by Sean Ali. And as always, family, I thank each and every one of you for tuning in and sharing some of your very valuable time, family. I thank you and I appreciate you. And as always, I pray that this brief message is received in the spirit that I am striving to deliver it in, which is the spirit of your brother, the spirit of love, and of course, and always in the spirit and in the name of God. Man, and I pray that this brief message is finding you in a state of peace, tranquility. I pray that these words are reaching you in your heaven. Man, listen, and I just wanted to come and ask a brief question, right? Before we finish out this day. Have you loved yourself today? Listen to me. Have you loved yourself today? Right? And when we are looking at love, we know that love is the mother of all emotions, right? We know that love is the ultimate driving force, right? We know that according to scripture, God is love, right? So when we are looking at love, man, it is an integral ingredient to life. And in love, you have subcategories. So you have self-love or the love of self. Now, when we are looking at that category on an individual level, that is that ultimate determining factor for everything you do. Listen, self-love or the love of yourself, that is the ultimate determining factor for everything you do. Because the deeper that you are in love with yourself, right? The more that you are in love with yourself, right? That's not being conceited, arrogant, or any of those things. God is love. You are God. So in order for us to connect with the God that we are, we have to have self-love. We have to be in love with self, right? So when we are looking at that, that's the underlying factor for health. If you love yourself, the more you love yourself, the more you will strive to be healthier because you're going to want to keep you here, right? The more you are in love with yourself, that's the underlying factor for our success, financial, spiritual, all material. This is because the deeper you are in love with yourself, this will motivate you to have success in everything you do. You are going to want to succeed because you're going to want the best for yourself. It won't be from arrogance or being conceited or anything like that. No, when you have love for yourself, that's the underlying factor for abundant life. See, because you're going to want to keep yourself here for as long as you want, not as long as you can, because you're going to know that in love or self-love, that's also the underlying factor for my power. Because God is love. So where I have love, I have God. And when I have that in me, whoo, man, I become powerful. I become unstoppable. The only thing that's over me is the Creator Himself. See, so when we are looking at, have you loved yourself today? Man, have you done the best for you, right? Have you looked at your life and said, you know what? Man, my life's the shit. Excuse my language. But this is not being arrogant. This is not being conceited. This is coming from a place of me embracing who I am in my power, me accepting, that I am powerful, me accepting that I am great, me accepting that I am God, me accepting that whatever I can envision, I can bring into a reality. See, that opens the door for me to become an unstoppable force, because the only thing that can stop you is you. You can come up with the best plan that will get you perfect health. You can come up with the best plan that will make you financially rich. You can come up with the best idea that will allow you to create your heaven and set yourself in it at once. The only thing that stops you if you change your mind. The only thing that will stop you is if you change your mind. And we will change our mind about healthy things. We will change our mind about successful things. See, I can eat good 5 days out of the week, but I can't do it every day. I can exercise some of the time, but I can't do it all of the time. I can have positive thoughts some of the time, but sometimes I get depressed. I feel lonely. I feel underappreciated. See, these things, when we look at it and we be real about it, that goes into self-love. That goes into the love of self and how deep it is. If it's not deep, no worries. We can just keep digging deeper. Get into connection with yourself. See, here's an exercise, right? This is an exercise that we do here at Supreme Health and Fitness, right? It's called 5 Things I Love About Me. See, this is the name of this exercise. 5 things I love about me. See, in this, because we can practice, and many of us, unfortunately, we spend most of our life practicing, focusing, and seeing the things that we don't like. I don't like my hair. I don't like my nose. I don't like my smile. I don't like my skin. I don't like my stomach. I don't like my arm. I don't like my butt. See, these are we are proficient. We have perfected the art of finding things that we don't like about ourselves. How easy is it for you to find the things that you love about yourself? See, how many of us struggle to find a handful of things that we love about ourselves? How many of us struggle to find a handful of things that we value about ourselves? How many of us struggle to see a future for us 20 years from now, 30 years from now, 50 years from now? How many of us struggle with seeing an abundant life in front of us? See, this goes into, have you loved yourself? Do you love yourself? How deep you love yourself? That's not good or bad. We have to find out where we are at, right? So if I see that, oh man, I am lacking self-love, let me go ahead and get my love on. See, listen, oh man, you know what? I'm not loving myself the best I can. Let me go get my love on. See, so we start with an exercise. We start with our perception, because we ran from here, right? Our body follows this. So this is an exercise. 5 things I love about me, right? So listen, you write it down, because when you think something, that's produces electrical as well as chemical in the form of hormones, because your thought is electrical. They measure it like with a polygraph test, where they hook it up. They also called a lie detector test. They measure the electrical output of your thoughts. So if they ask you a question, you don't have to verbally answer. When you think it, It produces electricity. If I hook the right apparatus up to you, I can measure that electrical output, a polygraph test. So, but your thoughts also produce hormones or chemicals, right? So when you think about these 5 things that you love about yourself, that's one aspect. But when you apply this by action, see, now you take that unseen thought and you move something. You move yourself to write it down. See, I love my smile. Hey, listen to me. I love my hair, right? I love my skin. See, I'm taking the thoughts and now I'm putting them into action. Thoughts are intangible. You can't see them. They're immaterial. When you write your thoughts down, now it becomes tangible. Now it becomes material. Now it becomes real, right? So you write them down. I love my lips. I love my eyes, right? So now you write them down. 5 things I love about me. Then you go get a mirror. See this? Then you go get a mirror, right? And now you practice. You practice. So you get the mirror. And you look at yourself, man. And you just take a moment to embrace you. You're not looking for nothing. You're not looking for nothing. You're just taking in the image and likeness of God that's in front of you. Listen, you're not looking for nothing. You just want to take in the image and likeness of God that's in front of you. Love it. God is love. When you look at yourself, you are looking at an image and likeness of God. Fall in love with the God that you are seeing. Now you take the 5 things that you love about me that you just wrote down and you say them to yourself. You look, oh man, I love my smile. Man, I don't have hair, but I love my hair. Man, look at my skin. Man, I love my skin. Man, boy, got them black lips. I love my lips. My eyes. These are the eyes of God. How can I look at my eyes that are the image and likeness of the Creator and not love them? See, we reintroduce love, self-love to ourselves. See, have you loved yourself today, family? If not, take a moment, please. Take a moment, appreciate, embrace, hug yourself, man. Listen, hug yourself, especially if you lack love in your life from an external source. Because if you don't love yourself, you see, we go from inside out. So if you don't have love of self exuding out of you, when you go to meet other people, they won't know how to love you. They will know how to love, but they won't know how to love you if you don't know how to love you. And you might not get the benefits of that relationship. You might not get the benefits of love. You might come away worse, damaged, with an imbalance. Do you love yourself? Have you loved yourself today? Man, listen, because this will cause you to strive to be the best you can be. It will cause you to strive to be the healthiest you could be. It will cause you to strive to be as powerful as you can be. It will cause you to strive to seek and enjoy your abundant life. Here at Supreme Health and Fitness, we have therapies that can help you change your perception and your focus of yourself. And so that you can increase your love. Not saying that you don't love yourself. We can always increase the love of self. We can always increase our power, our health, our life. We should always be on this journey to increase it when we can find a way to. Here at Supreme Health and Fitness, we are designed. We are ready to help you. When you are ready, because it doesn't start until you start it. But in order to be all of these healthy, powerful things, you must love yourself first. So family, listen, I thank you for tuning in. And for those listening, listen, many of us, I understand the conditions we come from. So listen, if you don't have a reciprocating factor, meaning if you don't have somebody to look at and say, hey, I love you, and then have them look back at you and say, I love you too. See, we transmit as well as receive. So if you don't have something to transmit your love to and something to give it so you can receive it back, please accept from your brother. Please accept from me my love. Man, I don't love everybody. I love my people because my people are the people of God. So I love you, family. You are valuable. You are strong. You are powerful. You are God. You have the power and the ability to carpe diem, to seize your day. You have the power and the ability to create your heaven and set yourself in it at once. Man, that is awesome. That is awesome. I leave you as I came, family, in the mindset of peace, with the various greeting words of peace. I say, Namaste, Hotep, power to the people. Salam alaikum. Peace.